Hello there. Thanks so much for joining me today. We're going to start this nice gentle yoga flow at the back of our mat in a wide-legged child's pose. You could also take normal child's pose, and if you don't like child's pose, you could also come and find a nice comfy seated position. So bringing the knees to the outside edges of the mat, lowering the hips towards the toes, and then gently walking the hands forward, allowing the forehead to rest on the mat. Allowing yourself a few minutes to ground here. Inhaling and exhaling. Inhale and exhale. Taking a scan of the body, noticing how you feel here. We'll take one more full round of breath. And we'll slowly begin to peel the body up, walking the hands back, and slowly lifting the upper body. Noticing how you feel here, maybe closing the eyes down. Beautiful. Slowly we're going to come through an all fours position. Once you get here, we're just going to take a few rounds of our cat and cow. So on our next inhale, we'll allow the tilt in the pelvis and the gaze to go up. And on the exhale, we'll round through that spine, taking the gaze all the way back to the feet. Inhale, lift. Exhale, round. Inhale, lift. And exhale, we round. One more time. Inhale to lift. And exhale to round. Beautiful. Back to our neutral spine. We're going to warm up the wrist here. So just begin to slowly rocking forwards and backwards. Just a gentle movement. And when that feels good, we'll take the rock side to side. And maybe taking those fingers and pointing them towards the outer edges of the mat and continuing that rock side to side. Really gripping through the mat here to feel into the fingers and the wrists and the forearm. And when that feels good, we're going to flip them over. So now the fingers are going to be pointing towards each other and we're on the palm. Once you get here, maybe just trying to pull the fingertips in. And if it feels good, you can find that rock left or right. Otherwise, they're just going to sit here and work on pulling those fingers in towards the wrist. Beautiful. Slowly coming back to our neutral all fours. We're going to take the right toes behind us, stretching through the calf. So finding a little bit of a rock here as well to get into that foot and the calf. Beautiful. Slowly release and left leg comes back And find that rock here. Beautiful. Release that left knee back to the mat. And let's go and take this right leg behind us. And we're going to bring the toes to the mat and back up for 1, down for 2, and back up, down for 3, back up, down for 4, back up, down for 5, back up, and we're going to hold. And now we're going to take these toes towards the left and bring them all the way back around towards the right. There's 1, back around towards the left and the right. There's 2. And let's go. We're going to go for 5. There's 3. We're just doing these slow. We're not in any kind of a hurry. 4. And 5. Beautiful. Release. Give your hips a little shimmy out there. And then left leg goes back. And once you feel good here, we're going to lower for 1 and back up. Lower for 2 and up. Lower for 3 and up. Lower 4, up. 5 and back up and hold. So full round of breath. And take that foot over towards the right and then back over towards the left for 1. To the right and the left for 2. And we're going to do 5 of these again. There's 3, 4, and 5. Beautiful. Release that foot. Gently and slowly, we're going to bring that right foot in between the hands, coming in for our low lunge. Once you get here, we're going to slowly rise up. You can bring your hands to your knee, or you can take them up and overhead. Choice is yours here. Feeling into those hips. Keeping that right knee in line with that ankle. 1 more round of breath. I'm going to open up this twist to the right. Arms are reaching. Allow the right arm to come down to that left leg. Left arm sweeps up. Beautiful. Slowly bringing the hands down to the mat, framing the foot, pushing it back, half splits. Digging into that right heel here, pulling those toes back towards your face. Nice little bend in that right leg, right knee. Coming back to that breath. Take 1 more round here. We'll slowly roll forward and step back into our all fours position. Take a round of breath here. We'll slowly and gently step the left foot forward, coming in for our low lunge. And once you feel good here, we can come up. You can bring your hands to your knees. Or if you want to take it a bit further, take the arms up and overhead. Feeling into the hips. One more full round of breath. We're going to open up, twist to the left. Arms are reaching. Continuing to breathe. And this time that left arm lowers towards that right leg. Right arm up and overhead. Beautiful. Coming around, framing the foot, sending the hips back, half splits. Same things on this side. So digging that left heel into the mat, pulling those toes back towards your face. And then, of course, you can try to straighten this leg, but a generous bend is beautiful here. Trying to keep the hips square. And slowly we'll release back into our all fours position. We're going to slowly come in through a downward dog. No rush getting here. Once you get there, you can go ahead and just start to pedal the feet out. Nice and slow. We are not trying to hurry this. We're trying to feel the sensations in the body. Going towards the sensation that's calling us to hold or to take a pause. Maybe coming and finding a bit of stillness. Take one more full round of breath in our down dog. We'll slowly walk to the front of the mat. Once you get here, we're going to find our rag doll. So grabbing opposite elbows and taking that sway left to right. We'll take one more full round of breath here. And next inhale brings us up to a half lift. Exhale, we fold. Inhale, we'll peel all the way up to standing slowly. Rolling the shoulders down the back body. Palms face forward. Big smile on our faces. Beautiful. Go ahead and take an inhale. Take those arms up and overhead. We're going to grab that right wrist and pull it up. And then over towards the left. Next inhale brings us back up. Catch that left wrist. Pull up. And then over towards the right. Inhale back up, switch those wrists, pull up and then over. Back up, switch those wrists, pull up and then over one last time. Back up, release those arms down. Beautiful. Inhale those arms up. slice through the sky, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, we fold. We're going to plant the hands and we're going to step the feet back. We're going to lower down the knees, and then we're going to slowly lower down to the chest and the chin. Coming in for a pause. Hugging those elbows into the ribs. Slowly roll through into our Cobra. And slide those forearms through for our sphinx pose. Pulling that chest through, lifting through the shoulders here. We're going to take some neck circles. So right ear, right shoulder. Chin to chest. Left ear, left shoulder. Take the gaze up. And again, right ear, right shoulder. Chin to chest. Left ear, left shoulder. And take the gaze up. Very nice. Coming back to our neutral spine here. Gaze is forward. We're going to take that quad stretch. So we're going to bring the right hand into the midline. Sweep the left hand around to grab that left foot. And then pull it down towards your booty. Keeping the chest lifted here. Beautiful stretch through the quad, but also for the hip flexor. We'll take one more full round of breath here. And we'll slowly release, coming back through our sphinx. And then allowing the left hand to come to the midline, right hand to sweep around to catch that right foot. Coming back to the breath. One more round of breath here. Before we gently release that foot, coming back through our sphinx. And slowly we'll push it back, child's pose, feet together, arms reaching forward. So we've got an active child's pose, really stretching along that back. One more round of breath here. And we'll slowly peel up, tucking the toes and sending those hips up and back, coming in, down dog. Once you get here, sweep that right leg up, three-legged dog. Roll it forward and step it in between the hands, and then we're going to heel toe towards the outer edge, coming in for our lizard. You can leave that back leg lifted, or you can lower that knee down. Choice is yours. We're just going to come here and find a little bit of a rock and sway, finding what feels good. If you've lowered that back knee, fabulous. If you've not, go ahead and lower it down. We're going to leave the left hand planted, and we're going to bring this right hand towards this right leg. Maybe giving just a little bit of added pressure here. And slowly we're coming back around. We're going to heel toe this foot all the way towards that left wrist, coming in for our pigeon. If you need a block under that right hip, please go ahead and pause me and grab that now. Once you get here, we're just going to sit up nice and tall, really feeling into that low back and that left hip flexor. And then when it feels good, you can slowly lower down, bringing the forearms to the mat. And just settling in here into our pigeon, tapping back into that breath. And very gently, we're going to peel ourselves up and we're going to come back down dog. Finding whatever feels good for that leg here. One more round of breath. Next inhale takes that left leg up, three-legged dog. Roll it forward and step in between the hands. Heel toe that foot to the outer edge of the mat. And then find that sway or that rock here. And when it feels good, you can lower down that back knee, leaving that right hand planted, bringing that left hand towards that left thigh here. A little added pressure. Feeling into these hips and these legs here. Slowly and gently, we're going to heel toe this foot towards that right wrist, coming in for pigeon on the left side. Once you get here, we're sitting up nice and tall. And then when it feels good, you can walk that upper body forward, coming down onto the forearms. Tapping back into that breath. Very slowly peeling the upper body back up. Planting the hands, sending that foot back to meet the right to our downward dog. Taking whatever movements that you did after the last side. We'll take it for one more round of breath. Slowly rolling forward, lowering the knees down, and then sitting back onto the feet. Hands are on our thighs here. Roll the shoulders down the back body. Close the eyes down for just a moment. Slowly allow the hips to come over towards the right, sending the legs out long. If you're into rocking and rolling, you can do that now. If you don't want to rock and roll, just go ahead and come onto your backs with our knees up, feet on the mat. We're going to come in for our bridge next. That rock and roll is the only core work that will be in this flow. So if you took it, good job. Once you get here, like I said, knees are up, feet are on the mat. We're going to bring our bodies to where we can meet our heels with our fingertips. If you cannot feel those heels, scoot your booty down towards those heels. Once you get here, the next inhale is going to lift us up, engaging through the core, engaging through the thighs, the glutes, tapping back into the breath. Slowly we lower down. Windshield wipe those legs left or right. Gentle, we're not in any kind of rush nor hurry here. Beautiful. Setting ourselves back up. And on the next inhale, we come up. This time, maybe bringing your hands under your booty. Nice little support here, but we're still getting the stretch. Nice, steady inhales and exhales here. One more round of breath. And slow as ever, we release. Taking those legs from left to right here. Beautiful. We're going to come in for our happy baby. So pull those legs up. And we're going to pull down at the knees. You can also pull from the calves, the ankles, or the outer edge of the feet. You could also take peace fingers around the big toes if you're into that. Once you get here, just allowing yourself to settle. Noticing how you feel. A little bit of gentle movement to open the body up and to release all that tightness. And gently we release the feet. We're going to hug the right knee in, sending the left leg long, coming in for our supine twist. We're going to take this right leg across the body, coming on that outer left hip. Taking that right arm out to the side. You can bring it into cactus or T, and we're taking our gaze towards that right side. Slowly coming back around, sending that right leg out long, hugging the left knee into the chest, and taking it across the body towards the right, coming onto that outer right hip, and taking this left arm into a cactus or a T. Choice is yours. Gently, we peel ourselves back to the middle. Coming in for Shavasana, sending the legs out long. Tucking the shoulder blades. Palms splay out to the sides, face up. Maybe take in another scan of the body. Noticing how much more open you feel. Maybe you didn't want to show up today. So go ahead and give yourself a round of applause, even if it's imaginary. Say, way to go, self. Maybe taking a few moments to offer up some gratitude here. Gently beginning to bring the awareness back into the present moment. Taking the arms overhead, taking a full body stretch, pointing through the toes. And we're slowly going to roll over into our fetal position. Before we press up into our comfortable seats, you could stay in Shavasana if you wanted to. Bringing our hands to heart center. Our quote today comes from Mark Twain. He was quoted by saying, "The secret to getting ahead is getting started." Such a simple quote to ponder, yet one that all of us struggle with, myself included. So for today, let's not procrastinate. Let's do the things. Let's get started. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you found this restorative, gentle flow, peaceful, and calming. I hope that you feel a lot looser and not so tight in your body. As always, I hope you have a fabulous rest of your day, and I look forward to seeing you back on the mat.